What's good, YouTube fam? I hope everybody is having a beautiful and blessed evening first and foremost. So what I have here is slightly different than what I normally post, I know, but I see a lot of these tutorials and I also get a lot of compliments and questions in regards to how I maintain my son's hair, from how often we wash it to what type of products we use. So I figured I'd throw a little video together on what our weekly routine kind of looks like. I feel like anyone who has biracial children or just anybody who has super curly hair, it can be a struggle to find the right routine or the correct methods or just the overall products that keep the hair intact and healthy and nourished. So Lord knows that went through my share of different products. So in this video, you'll see kind of where I've narrowed it down to a few of my favorite. I do have a few others that I use, but the products that I'm using in this video, I'm actually running out of. So I wanted to go ahead and make sure that I use them up. So therefore I can, use up what I already have. All three of my children's hair are different. My oldest, he has super curly hair and he takes care of for the most part. But my middle one, I make sure to put in that effort to make sure that his curls stay healthy and intact and they're shiny and soft. But again, it's a workout. So I hope y'all enjoy this video. Like, comment, share, subscribe if you haven't already for further content. Hope y'all enjoy. Let's go ahead and get into this. So this is day 5 after the last time I had washed his hair. It was up in a ponytail and I took it down and detangled it with some water and then brushed it through so it could hang down for a couple of days before I washed it again. I try to refrain from putting any type of product in his hair up until the time that I do wash it, just so his hair has some time to breathe. And as you can see, just from playing around, his hair dries out pretty quickly. So what I'm doing right here is taking a detangling brush and a spray bottle of water and separating small portions, starting with the end of each portion and working my way up to the root, and just doing this all the way around his hair until all the knots and tangles are out. In the middle of his hair down to the nape of his neck is where his hair grows out the thickest and it's more voluptuous, as opposed to the top of his hair. It's complete opposite. It's brittle, it doesn't absorb oil very well, and it's visibly thin. So once I get done detangling his hair and I get it prepped and ready to wash, I try to do a small oil treatment of a mixture of African Pride's olive oil and Or's hair repair, which I haven't been using for very long, but currently I actually mix the two and I try to apply it on his scalp where I know his hair doesn't grow the thickest. Normally he is throwing a fit during these type of sessions, but he is behaving very well and I was very proud of him. So I use the Olive Miracle quite often, but this hair repair I haven't been using long enough to see like dramatic differences, but I do like the way that it makes the texture of his hair feel, so which is why I still continue to use it. So what I do next is take a hair coloring brush and I just start separating sections on the top of his scalp and applying the oil and then brushing the oil in. And then the most important part of applying any type of oil treatment, I think, is massaging the oil into the scalp. This stimulates the hair follicles, so therefore the skin absorbs the oil and also creates, I would say, motivation for hair regrowth. And then I take any excess oil and just kind of brush it through his hair, and I let it set for up to a couple of hours or up until the time he takes a shower. I do not let it sit overnight just because he sweats a lot in his sleep and I don't want to make it worse. So her hair texture is a little bit different. It's straight and wavy in some areas, and depending on what type of product I put on it, it will curl up even more. But she didn't have a whole lot of hair when she was born, so slowly but surely it's growing out. The only issue is she's got this cowlick part in the back that separates all of the hair and it doesn't grow like the rest of the hair does. So I try to do 2 oil treatments on her hair a week just to see if I can get any type of growth in that area. I haven't seen much improvement, but her hair is growing. I also try to like manipulate the way I brush, so therefore that part kind of breaks up a little bit. So Phoenix's wash day is normally on a Saturday or Sunday, so I can have some time without having to put some product on his hair before he goes to school on Monday. I try to get a shampoo and conditioner that the whole family can use. My go-to brand right now is Aussie. I love it. It makes our hair feel amazing and smell great. I've tried a few different ones, and this is just the one that I'm using at the moment. So as I'm shampooing his hair, I try not to scrub too much at the top of his scalp where I applied the oil, just so that his scalp can still benefit from the oil treatment. So whenever I condition his hair, I normally try to add a conditioning moisturizer along with the conditioner, just to give it that extra moisturizing oomph to it. The one that I'm currently using in this video is not my favorite, but I'm trying to use it up while I have it. It's just not my favorite one, but I don't have my favorite one right now, so this is just the one that I'm working with. Now, if I was to use this conditioning moisturizer outside of the shampoo and conditioning session, it will actually create like a gel-like form on his hair and keep his curls intact if I was to put it on while his hair was drying. But I don't like that. I like for his curls to be loose and relaxed. It smells great. It has, great nutrients in it, but it just doesn't work the best for his hair. So I try to leave on the conditioning treatment for 45 seconds up to a few minutes, however long he's got patience for. Now, because we're getting ready for bed, I didn't want to put any heavy product on his hair, so I just take basic organic coconut oil, about a teaspoon out of the jar, and then rub it through my hands to liquefy it, and then I focus on the top of his scalp where I know it needs the most moisture at. And then whatever excess I have, I just run through the rest of his hair and take a board brush and just brush it through. This is what it looks like partially damp, so it's still got a little bit of time before it's dry, but as you can see, the curls are voluptuous, they're soft, they're bouncy, they're just so beautiful. I love his hair, and this is what it looks like. And of course, this is what it looks like after it's dried up. Beautiful, bouncy curls, but of course the top of his scalp, it just doesn't hold moisture like the rest of it, as you can see. So this is what we wake up to. Of course, all the curls look beautifully intact like they were the night before, just a tad bit of frizziness and a little bit of fluffy spots that we will fix with a little bit of water and product. So this is with nothing in it, just a tad bit of coconut oil. So what I do here while he's getting ready and brushing his teeth, I take my spray bottle of water and I just spray over the dry spots, try to hit all the areas that doesn't look like it has much moisture on it. And then I take the boar brush and brush out any tangles, and then of course help him if he needs my assistance. The product I'm about to use is probably one of my favorite ones. We've definitely experimented, with a lot of different products, and this is probably by far my favorite one. It does amazing wonders for Phoenix's hair. It smells amazing, and it just holds his curls in all day long. For a busy toddler like him, it's really hard to find a product that really works with his curls and keeps them looking fresh all day long. Only need about a quarter size of amount. I run it through my fingers and then run it through his hair. And of course, any areas of his hair that I feel like does not have any product on it, I just take my spray bottle of water again and I spray the area, and then use whatever left of residue of the product that I have in my hands, and then just disperse it into any areas that I feel like need it until his hair feels like it's fully covered. And depending on the temperature outside, or what type of weather we have, or what he's going to put on his head, like if he needs like a winter hat, or if he's going to wear his hoodie, or whatever the case may be, it really depends on about how much product I put on his hair, either more of or less of, just so he's not uncomfortable when he goes outside. So yeah, this is what the overall look is. This is pretty much our, shampoo routine. Hope y'all enjoy.